what's going on? We're back again. Make sure y'all like and comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. We're going over NFL Thursday night football for FanDuel and DraftKings just added. So let's get on into it, not wasting any time. Sub up, hit those post notice. Let's go. So we're gonna kind of just go over here, take a look at the draft dashboard. We got Carson Wentz, Justin Fields, the two quarterbacks going to be in this game. If I want to get to one, you got Carson Wentz been throwing a lot of interceptions, but Justin Fields, not really liking him either. Probably going to try to stay away from these quarterbacks. I think this is going to be probably a defensive game. You can go to running back. I do like David Montgomery. If Chicago can get some stops and Montgomery gets him a touchdown early, I think this could be a good running game for Chicago if that is the case. On the other side, probably not going to have much Gibson, but I will have some Brian Robinson. I know it's kind of early still. He just come back last week. Got some carries, but didn't really do much. I think he's in a situation maybe he can get going here against Chicago. Might have a little Gibson or McKissick, but probably leaning toward Robinson. But the favorite running back on this slate would be David Montgomery. Going over to wide receiver. Favorite receiver here, Curtis Samuel. If Wentz can get out, get him those short passes. And Sammy also could do the running option that he does. Also like Terry McLaurin. Now, even though Brown had that good game last week, probably going to be off of him. He's got a health concern also. Probably going to be off of these receivers down here, even on this one-game slate. So McLaurin and Samuel being my favorite. You could throw some Moody back in there, but if you need a receiver from Chicago, Moody, that's your only really option. Getting down into these. Willis Jr. did not look bad last week. Had 8 fantasy points. So he'd probably be the other option as far as wide receiver. Going to tight end. Really the only one I like here is Cole Kmet. We'll have him in my player pool. Probably not gonna have any of these other tight ends in here. Kicker, both kickers are in play. Lean more to Santos here. But I probably will have a lineup with both kickers in it and both defense. And then try to do something different at MVP. But I would be leaning to Santos if you just need to get a kicker in your lineup. Defense, I'd play the opposite kicker of the defense you're playing. Or if you're playing both defenses, I would lean toward Santos for kicker. In this situation, I kind of like the Commanders, but the Bears do have a good defense. And if Wentz starts throwing and gets some interceptions, you definitely want to have the Bears defense. So most of the time I get the defense on one team if I'm only going to use, say we use both of them though. Say you use both of these defense, I would lean towards Santos as the kicker, just because of Matt Ryan's, or not Matt Ryan, but Carson Wentz receiving options here, and Terry McLaurin and Samuel. So I'd lean toward Santos as the kicker here. It's pretty much covering all of that. We can go to the over-unders. Got a total, point total of 38. A lot of people saying this game going to go over 38 point total. I'm leaning toward the under. The spread right around just even. So I think this is going to be a defensive game. I see both defenses scoring fantasy points fairly well. Probably heavier on the Chicago side if Wentz starts airing it out and get some interceptions. You can kind of look back over the first few games from the Washington Commanders, see what kind of point totals. They have been putting up some games with high point totals, and then they got a couple ones with lower point totals. But I'm going to lean to the lower point total here. I think it's going to be a defensive game, so I'm going to lean to that. Chicago, same way. You had that win they got in the first week, when that rain really washed it down there in San Francisco. Packers killed them. Barely pulled off against the Texans. Vikings beat them. And the Giants beat them. So I think the Bears could come back and get them another win this week. But I think it's going to be a close game. And you got the weather forecast there, 7-day forecast. But as far as the kickoff and all, it'll be 51 degrees and clear with a 0% chance of rain. So no problem with the weather here. A little chilly, but both these teams used to that. And got Carson Wentz. And also, I believe they took Dotson out. And Thomas, I don't believe will be playing either. But Wentz, looks like he's going to be playing. But I don't expect Thomas or Dotson to be playing this game. That's pretty much just wrapping up how we gonna do that. You can go over here to the draft dashboard. We're just kind of doing some random lineups. You can really just change this around however you need to do. McLaurin, Samuel. I like Samuel and the MVP, both on DraftKings and FanDuel. I like to get Robinson in there. McLaurin, Santos, Wentz. You could run this lineup, a little less than salary on it. If you wanted to get defense in there, or say you want to be, let me see. So you want to put the Commanders defense in there. Then you want to go and find Chicago defense. You can generate a lineup, see what you want to do there. That's pretty much it. We'll get into some other videos here, but on this Thursday night slate, my player, my MVP, I would have to lean towards Samuel. If I ain't getting with Samuel, I want somebody even lower owned. You're probably looking at Cole Kmet or you could do David Montgomery if you're leaning to that run game, and then say Montgomery gets him a touchdown, and then it's more of a defensive battle, and you got a kicker on the other side. So I could do like Montgomery and I'll put Montgomery in the MVP, I guess. probably want no running back over on that side. You'd probably want Santos. I see Coke, Matt could be in there. I'd probably leave Samuel in there. We'll go back with the other kicker. And probably where I got the Bears in. So you got Montgomery run, Bear defense, Samuel. You got the kicker, and then you got both kickers. You got Bears defense, and then you got Washington kicker, or Samuel, I mean. So that'd probably be a lineup that I would go with. You're leaving a good amount of bit on the table there, but could upgrade here and go to Mooney. You could even put McLaurin in there. Say they're playing from behind from the run game of David Montgomery, and they're airing it out. So I wouldn't mind doing that also. Take some more of your salary off the table there. I wouldn't mind this lineup. So that's just kind of showing you how you could get a little different there. Thanks for checking out the video. Make sure y'all checking out all these other videos. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on. Let's get into it again. We out, y'all.